All right, we are in Cambria, staying at the Rigdon House here in the Old Town area. Gonna be taking the fixie out for a nice little ride by Moonstone Beach. And this is in November. A little bit crisp out. Feels great though. I'm riding a State Black Label aluminum frame, carbon fiber fork, drop bars, obviously. There we go. Got some moderate hills here. So on the fixie, gotta keep the momentum going so we don't get bogged down. This time of year is just beautiful in the central coast of California. You couldn't really ask for better weather. Cold mornings, sun coming out during the day, blue sky, plants are green. It's just perfect. Light breeze. Made it up that one. Okay. We got a green light. Do I commit? There is no stopping. Got no brakes. I'm committing. Just gonna take it easy through town here in case anyone's backing up. Don't want to get hit. This is gonna be about a 30-minute ride or so. Nothing big, just about 6 miles on the fixie while the baby naps. Gotta squeeze in the rides when you can. Good start to the ride. Gets the heart rate up quick going up those little hills. There we go. Don't want to get going too fast here. Go. Press the button. Take it right here onto Moonstone Beach Drive. If you're thinking of visiting Cambria, California, I would highly recommend it. There are so many beautiful nature trails here. The beach is gorgeous. There's bluffs, vegetation, pine trees. It's a beautiful spot. It's not your kind of lay on the beach and soak up the sun kind of a spot. It's a little more nature feeling, a little more rugged beaches. The sand is kind of rocky, and that's what they're known for here, Moonstone. But I would highly recommend visiting if you enjoy getting out in nature right next to the beautiful beach. Moonstone Beach right here has probably miles of walking on the boardwalk right here. You could do a really nice sunset walk right here along the beach. It's all boardwalk, so easy to take a stroller onto if you need to. Just walked this morning and it was absolutely beautiful. Still a little bit misty out from the ocean marine layer in the morning, but at sunset obviously you get the sun setting over the ocean and you can't beat it. If you like jogging or biking, it's an awesome place to come to. Little side streets like this that are not so busy. Riding Highway 1 can be a lot of fun, but a little bit scary since cars are flying down that highway. But you get little side streets like this that are just perfect for a quick ride. One of the most famous landmarks around here is Hearst Castle, just a few miles up Highway 1. That's a spectacular sight to view. A tour of really a European style castle right here by the coast, central coast of California. A really unique place. an outdoor pool, an indoor pool, gold line ceilings, European style architecture, fountains, statues, all kinds of stuff like that that you're not really gonna find in the United States much. William Randolph Hearst built that castle as a sort of getaway retreat. I don't remember the year. I don't think it was too long ago. 100 years, 150, something like that. And now it's just a visitation site for tours and that kind of thing. Totally worth it. If you're spending a couple days in the area, spend one of them at Hearst Castle. Okay, got another climb. So you can see this is a great place to stay along Moonstone Beach Drive. All kinds of beach view hotels and cottages and that kind of thing. A few restaurants, cafes. And obviously you got the boardwalk to enjoy. This is the end right here of Moonstone Beach Drive, so I'm gonna turn around. Right there intersects back with the Highway 1. You can't take the bike on the boardwalk, so I'm just gonna give you guys a quick little view. Leave the bike here for just a second. Should be fine. Just to show you what's going on right here. So you can see, just absolutely gorgeous. This is what I'm biking. Let's get a little closer. There's trails like this for miles, so 100% recommend visiting. See, pretty steep bank right here, the bluffs. The perfect spot to enjoy a little mid-ride snack or electrolyte. Let's just soak it in for a second. So Hearst Castle is going to be somewhere kind of up there in those mountain ranges, coastal ranges of California. These are some of the unique trees you're going to find. I don't actually know what these ones are called. They kind of look like a cypress, but remind me of a Mediterranean type of climate. The ocean is just pure blue today as well, which is pretty rare. Having grown up in California, a lot of times it's cloudy by the beach, or the ocean is a little bit of a gray color, but you can see it's just like a bright blue today. And I don't know, you're probably not going to be able to see it in the video, but right out there are a bunch of seals, I think. Seals or sea lions, I'm not sure the difference actually. But a lot of people come here to go spotting those. Bring your binoculars, watch them. It's a pretty cool thing to see. So hope you're enjoying the video so far. I think I'm totally out of focus here. There we go. Thanks for following along with my ride, and let's get back to the bike. All right, back to the bike. Let's head back. Great ride here. So fun. If you're into mountain biking at all, this is a pretty good spot too. There's a place right up the road here called Fiscalini Preserve, and that's got a lot of connected trails there. Decent elevation, you know, it's nothing you're gonna find big like in Lake Tahoe or anything like that, but pretty good riding, mountain biking right by the coast. You know, the ranges are not gonna be as much elevation or that kind of thing, but you're gonna get some good riding in. Let's see if we can get some of this on camera. I just got into fixie riding not too long ago. Started off road biking. Whoa, there's a plane flying super low. I mean, super low. I don't even know if is that a real plane? I think it is. It's insane. Anyway, started off, got my first road bike in 6th or 7th grade, and started doing rides out in the Central Valley of California, where I grew up, still live. And yeah, some awesome riding out there in the foothills, or climbing up to the Sierra Nevadas on the road bike. And then back in 2020, got my first mountain bike, 1995 or so, Specialized rock hopper, dual suspension, probably had 50 mils of travel or something like that. But rode that thing until it was basically at the end of its life, and got a Polygon trail bike. And then unfortunately in this past year, both of my bikes, my road bike and my mountain bike, got stolen out of my garage. And my road bike was my first one was a Univega, 1980s. And then I swapped that out a few years ago for a 98 Specialized Les. With the stem shifters down here. Love those vintage road bikes. But yeah, so my road bike and my mountain bike got stolen. So it's been a number of months without a bike. But now I'm back on one. Decided to go fixie for simplicity's sake and for a good workout. Found this one on Facebook Marketplace for a good price, and I'm loving it. I would love to get back on the mountain bike, but just for the sheer cost alone, it's not gonna happen right now. So the fixie provides that nice road experience, but with some of the thrill, I would say, of a mountain bike. You got to be looking ahead, picking your line carefully, making smart choices, since, you know, especially this one, no brakes on this thing. So of course I can slow down, but I can't make any sudden stops. So it's a lot of fun. I enjoy the thrill of it. But definitely be safe and be wise if you're out on one of these with no brakes and you don't have a lot of bike control. You need to have a brake on there or get used to it first, because you could really get into trouble. A couple times I have had to make sudden turns, that kind of thing. Say I'm riding in the right lane and a car is turning in front of me, you're gonna have to turn with them, since you can't stop suddenly. If you're really good, you might be able to, but I'd recommend starting off on some easy rides, somewhere with very little traffic. You know the area, you know where to make turns and that kind of thing, and take it slow. If you start going fast, you've got a pretty long delay before you can slow down, especially if you're going downhill. There's no chance. So all right, let's get back on the road. After this ride, I'm gonna be heading over to Cayucas, which is another beach town about 10 miles or so down Highway 1. See, I can take the whole lane here. And gonna be getting some brunch there at a place called Hidden Kitchen. It's pretty well known brunch place, all organic, kind of fun, different grains. I saw they have like a blue corn waffle and that kind of stuff. So kind of a healthy, organic, California style breakfast or brunch. There is one here in Cambria, but they're only open on the weekend, and today's Monday. So I'm gonna be going to the main one with my wife and baby to enjoy some brunch. And like I said, that main location is in Cayucas, California. All right, coming up is the steep hill. This one gets me here. So I might not be able to talk. Here we go. All right. This kind of hill would be a pretty easy climb on a road bike. You just downshift and stay seated and pedal, but on the fixie, it's a new challenge. There are a lot of other towns out here too in the Central Coast. Pismo Beach, Morro Bay, Avila Beach, Cayucas, Cambria, San Luis Obispo, a little bit more inland. And then all the way up, you can keep going up north and hit Big Sur. You can keep going south, hit Santa Barbara. So a lot of cool places you can check out. And they all offer something a little bit different. I would say Cambria is a great place if you want something relaxing, not too crowded, some beautiful nature by the beach, pine trees, walking trails, running, biking, that sort of thing. The restaurants are pretty upscale here, so it's not quite my scene. Cayucas has a few more options that are a little bit more casual. Pismo Beach as well. All right, let's hit the downhill. Some thrift stores here that look pretty sweet though. Gonna be checking this one out, Recreate thrift store, later today. So this is Main Street, but you can kind of see there's two sections of Main Street. You've got where we're at right now, which I believe is kind of more historic, old town. In fact, let's go real quick and check out the jail, the old county jail. So this is what I'm talking about here. I'm gonna have to turn. So this is kind of the old town. You've got all kinds of cool little shops and historical museum right there. Green Space Creekside Preserve. Really pretty spot. I remember the old jail. Yep, here it is. So let's check it out real quick. So this is right next to where I'm staying. It's the old Cambria jail. So one building, one cell kind of a place. This would have, I'm guessing, been the actual place where they housed the prisoners back in probably the early gold rush days, mid 1800s. Okay, 1888 right there, so a little bit after. These towns out here were all kind of wild west towns, and so you get a lot of cool stuff like that, you know. You see replicas of these kinds of things, but you can come here and actually see the real deal, which is pretty cool. Post office, you know, that kind of thing. So I'll get back on the bike and get back to the hotel.